Movement is one of the biggest things separating decent players from players who constantly get free kills. But the problem is, a lot of players learn basic movement and peeking, then immediately build bad habits without realizing it. So in this video, I'm going over 5 common movement mistakes that are probably getting you killed in BloxStrike. The first mistake is peeking without actually aiming first. A lot of players swing out, then try to find the enemy after they've already exposed themselves, and that is terrible. If the enemy is already pre-aiming at head level, they don't need much time to react. They are already waiting for you to appear. Before you peek, your crosshair should already be placed where the enemy's head is going to most likely be. You want to aim first, then peek. That way, when the enemy appears, you only need a small adjustment instead of fully flicking. The second mistake is overusing crouch peeks. Crouching can be useful sometimes, but crouch peeking everything makes you slow and predictable. Another big problem is hiding in corners without thinking about your body or your weapon. Sometimes your arms, shoulders, or guns can stick out before you can even see the enemy. This is especially bad around one-way angles or tight corners, because you might think that you're hidden, but from the enemy's perspective, part of your model is still visible. The third mistake is putting yourself in positions with no escape. A lot of players sit in corners thinking they're safe, but the moment an enemy checks that corner, they are trapped. If you have nowhere to move, you don't control the fight anymore. You're forced to take the duel exactly when the enemy wants to take it. That is usually bad. Instead, try to play around pillars, walls, boxes, or any cover that lets you control the timing of the fight. Good cover lets you peek, shoot, fall back, and force the enemy to chase you. That means you're no longer just sitting still and hoping they miss, you are controlling the pace. The goal is not just to hide, the goal is to have a way out, a way to reset, and a way to make the enemy uncomfortable. The fourth mistake is re-peeking the same angle in the exact same way. This is one of the easiest habits to punish. If you peek an angle, get spotted, and then immediately peek the same angle again with the same timing, the enemy already knows exactly where to aim. You're basically walking into their crosshair. Instead, you need to make sure your re-peeks are less predictable. You can delay your peek slightly, peek from a different distance, swing wider, jiggle, shorter, or reposition entirely. Even a small timing change can make the enemy shoot too early or adjust too late. The main point is simple. Do not give the enemy the same fight twice. If they already saw how you peeked the first time, change the timing, change the distance, or change the angle. The fifth mistake is walking around while opping. The op is powerful, but you need to understand that moving around with it is slow. If you're just walking around the map with your op out, you're making yourself easier to catch off guard. You will rotate slower, clear angles slower, and if someone swings you up close, it becomes much harder to react. So to quickly recap, stop peeking before you aim, stop crouching around every corner, stop sitting in the same spots with no escape, stop re-peeking the exact same way, and stop walking around carelessly while opping. Fixing these habits will instantly make your movement cleaner, your fights more controlled, and your deaths feel a lot less random. If this helped, make sure to practice these one at a time, because once they become automatic, you'll notice yourself winning a lot more fights. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next guide. Bye bye!